Your car speedometer is calibrated for a rim 14 inches in diameter with a thickness of 4 inches for the tire. You buy new tires and drive at a constant speed of 60 miles per hour according to your car's speedometer. Now remember, it's calibrated to think that you have those 4-inch tires on, and it measures by counting the number of revolutions and figuring out how far it is around with a 4-inch tire on it. However, a cop stops you and claims that you were speeding. How fast did the radar gun clock you? All right, so here is our rim, the red one, and we know it's 14 inches in diameter. So it's going to be 7 inches for its radius. And then we had the old tire that was 4 inches, but now we have a new tire. So let's go ahead and we'll put the old tire on here. That's 4. The new tire is going to be 5. So your speedometer said you were going 60 miles per hour, but what it really was counting was how many revolutions the tire went around. So let's go ahead and convert this into revolutions per time, and then we can figure out how far the tire really went around with the bigger tires, and then we'll figure out how fast we're going. So we need to get this into revolutions. We could go to revolutions per second, but we're going to be going back to miles per hour in a minute. So let's just leave it in hours, and let's just convert it to revolutions. So we're first going to take the miles, and because we've got our radius in inches, we're going to convert the miles to inches. And so first of all, we have 1 mile is 5,280 feet, and then 1 foot is 12 inches. All right, so now when we see what we have, the feet cancel here and the miles cancel, and we have inches per hour. Now that's still not what we want, because we want to know how many revolutions it's going around per hour. So we're going to convert inches to revolutions. And so we want inches on bottom, so they'll cancel. 1 revolution, this is what your speedometer, because it thinks you were going 60 miles per hour, your speedometer is calibrated to have a radius of 7 plus 4, which is 11. So 1 time around of what your speedometer thinks is 2 pi times 11. Okay, that will cancel our inches, and when we calculate that, we are going to have revolutions per hour. We multiply the numerators and then divide that by, put in parentheses here, 2 times pi times 11, and it looks like I get 55003.95. I'm going to round it to 2 decimal places. Now remember our units, that was revolutions per hour. This is actually what your car did, because that's how the speedometer, it counts the revolutions and it converts it to what it thinks based on what it thinks your tire size is. So now let's take that revolutions per hour and let's convert it to miles per hour with your actual correct size of tires. So let's do 1 revolution. And 1 revolution is going to be the circumference around with the bigger tires. And so it's going to be 2 pi and r inches. And our r is going to be the 7 from the rims, but it's going to be 5. So that's going to be a 12. When we do that, the revolutions cancel and we have inches per hour. So now we just need to do conversions to get those inches into miles, and we'll see how fast we were really going. So we know 12 inches is 1 foot, and I'm continuing on the next line because I'm out of room, but we put the inches on bottom because they were on top here. And then we've got 5,280 feet is 1 mile. So this was my first calculation up here, and my second calculation took our revolutions per hour, and now we have it converted to miles per hour. So we need to now just put that in the calculator. So our numerator, and I already have this number in my calculator, that 55,000 and so forth. So I'm going to multiply that by 24 pi, which is what else is on top, and I will divide it by and put in parentheses 12 times 5,280, and it looks like I get 65.45 miles per hour.